It's time now for a check of the top business news stories. Kate Moody, our business editor, is here. Hello, Kate.
Hi, Tom.
Now, at long last, US lawmakers are gearing up for a final vote on that $1.9 trillion COVID stimulus package. What's the latest?
Well, the U.S. House of Representatives has been holding its pre-vote debate on the version of the bill which was approved by the Senate over the weekend. It's the final step before sending the bill to the White House for the president's signature, and it is expected to be voted through along party lines. The plan includes money for state and local governments, funding for schools and vaccine programs, $1,400 stimulus checks for many Americans, as well as an extension of more generous unemployment benefits for a further 6 months. Democrats had to remove a proposal to double the minimum wage to $15 per hour, and most Republicans still think the package is too expensive, given that the economy is showing some signs of a recovery. But the Biden administration says it's a crucial step to protecting American households and businesses. Well, unemployment benefits would run out for some 11 million Americans this weekend without that stimulus package. While the official unemployment rate has fallen to 6.2% from a peak near 15% last April, economists warned that it could take years for the labor market to return to its pre-pandemic strength. In the meantime, many will be depending on those more generous benefits included in the stimulus package, as Monty Francis reports.
I was out of a job, had to move back home.
Kennard Taylor is a college student and among the millions of Americans depending on unemployment benefits to stay financially afloat during the pandemic.
I can only get unemployment, and if I get denied, which I did at first, then it's kind of like I'm out of luck.
Taylor is one of 11 million Americans whose jobless benefits were set to lapse this weekend. The stimulus package maintains a $300 boost to weekly unemployment benefits and extends all current payments through September 6th. Also, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program covers freelancers, gig workers, and independent contractors who are usually not eligible. However, there may still be a delay for some depending on how fast their state distributes the checks. For its part, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the federal government is working fast to get $350 billion out to state and local governments.
In the coming days, our Treasury team is going to work to get this aid out in the quickest way possible, and the one that produces the greatest impact.
Normally, Americans have to pay taxes on jobless benefits, but in another provision, the stimulus package makes the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits non-taxable for households making less than $150,000. For Kennard Taylor and millions of other Americans struggling through the pandemic, they are benefits that provide a lifeline.
Let's check in on the day's trading action now. Wall Street is trending higher, although the tech-heavy NASDAQ has pared back after yesterday's huge gains. The Dow Jones did reach another new record high. It's up about 1.2% this hour. Investors, of course, keeping an eye on all those developments on Capitol Hill. The major European indices closed mostly higher, just the FTSE 100 slightly in the red in London. Frankfurt's DAX breached 14,500 points for the first time in a new record close, up about 0.7% at the closing bell. It was boosted in part by sportswear company Adidas, which saw its shares jump 3% as it projected a strong rebound in sales this year. Moving on to some of the day's other business headlines now. Apple will invest over €1 billion in Germany, including building a major new hub for microchips. The tech giant said it will create hundreds of jobs at the facility in Munich with a focus on 5G and wireless technologies. Earlier this week, the EU said it was taking steps to capture some 20% of the world's semiconductor market by 2030. It's an industry currently dominated by Asian manufacturers. General Electric is selling its aircraft leasing business to the Irish firm AerCap for $30 billion. GE will maintain a 46% stake in that new company, which will have a fleet of over 2,000 aircraft. It's the latest step in GE's broader plans to slim down its business model. And Lego has reported a 21% jump in sales in 2020, its fastest growth in 5 years, as the pandemic lockdown sparked renewed demand for its toys. The Danish company said it also saw a new surge in demand in China. The outlook is so good, it's even hiring hundreds of computer experts in the UK, Denmark, and China to expand its digital games and online sales operations. Tom, you really can't get more down to earth than Legos, but even they're going digital at least a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for that. Our business editor, Kate Moody, thanks for bringing us up to speed. Time now for